Okay, team, well, listen, it is a Tuesday night. Welcome to our relentless training for this evening. I'm going to go ahead and proceed because we want to be mindful of your time. For all of you taking the extra effort to be plugged in. At this time of the evening, you could be doing anything else, but understand so could our leaders. They get to pour into us tonight, and we are allowing ourselves to be a student and learn by those most successful with regards to this program and opportunity. So if we haven't met already, allow me to introduce myself. I get to be your host. I consider this a privilege as well to be able to serve. My name is Myra Ferreira. I'm an executive sales director with this incredible program. So we get to be a team, a family, and a movement nationwide. A huge congratulations to those brand new agents. If this is your very first Tuesday night call, I know the whole team can light it up in the chat and say welcome. And of course, congrats on taking that leap of faith forward and being brave to step into seeing yourself somewhere further ahead than where you are or where you've been right now, or even just growing and feeling those blessings of what it is to help other people, right? You could come into this journey regardless of whatever past or walk throughout life you've had professionally or any other way. And the truth is, this setting is where it's us pretty much against the whole world that we can go ahead out there and serve. So we love to go ahead and celebrate those that are winning. And we're going to start off by acknowledging all of those across our entire team, Relentless nationwide, under the direction of our Senior Vice President, Mr. Xavier Marrero, because we highlight the top 10. And those are the top 10 agents, regardless of if they got started today or yesterday or a few days ago. But again, this is our second week in the volume month, and they're already killing the game. So with our first list, we're going to highlight the top 10 agents with the highest customer protection plan enrollments. First spot held by Bruno Florida, our vice president. Go ahead and congratulate him on the chat. I know everyone else is muted, but definitely shout him out, celebrate that. Next, followed by Dr. Arnold Bogarty, another vice president within our organization, as well as Jennifer Hernandez, third spot. Next is our executive vice president, Mr. David Marquez, followed by boss lady Zandra Vages. Next, Chantel Ramirez, Andra Rush, Saley Alvarez, Tampa's very own, and my sis, Chris Barner, of course, and Christopher Vitucci, if I said that right, hopefully, and if I didn't, forgive me. But again, shouting you out, congratulations on a clap, but go ahead and celebrate that for them in the chat. Those are the top 10 client enrollments so far this volume month. Moving along to our next top 10 list is going to be the top personal sales producers. So that's the entire volume that they've been able to create so far. And this is all throughout Relentless nationwide. Our first spot held by Vice President Bruno Floridor. Next, Zandra Valles. Regional Vice President Boss Lady Reza Ortero. Next, our Vice President, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, followed by Executive Vice President, Mr. David Marquez. Next, Anthony Winters, followed by Andra Rush. Next, Queen V, right? Our Regional Vice President, Ms. Vigie Quiniones, followed by Carly Romano, another boss lady killing it. Last but not least, Austin Chevrolet. So again, go ahead and celebrate those accomplishments throughout the team so far for this volume month. And last but not least, of course, our top recruiters. So these are the agents that are helping to grow our family, extend that access, and help people fight and strive towards achieving their dreams by partnering with us, just allowing our reach to be that much further. Number one spot held by Zandra Vages. Next, Stephanie Lopez, Chandra Salmon, Regional Vice President Reza Ortero, Jamal Brown, Arthur Tolliver, Yarnell Tolliver. So that's a family tag team. That's what's up. Crystal Lago, Juan Gloria, and Jamie Patterson. So again, huge shout out to them. Definitely want to celebrate that. You know, get into the habit of celebrating things the way that you know one day people will be celebrating for you as well. So moving into our training this evening, I hope that you are ready to take some notes down. This is someone that, I always take pride in being able to introduce everyone and anyone that I get the privilege to do so, and understand these are leaders that are already killing it. And they are volunteering their time, their skill set, and their knowledge to help pour into our growth. They've many times invested. It could be with definitely money, funds. They've actually taken what they've earned to reinvest in their own growth and business, but definitely their time, their struggles, the times they were facing challenges, and the times that they just decided to persevere, push through, and kill it. So this gentleman right here, I had the opportunity of meeting him by way of this program, right? And I just met him to be such a lighthearted person, just someone super positive, wearing his heart on his sleeve. I witnessed what it was that he would serve so many others across the entire team, regardless of if it was in his organization or not. And I always felt from him his huge fulfillment with serving others. Understand, he did not need the credit restoration and services. In fact, he has a powerful story on how he was a lifeline call. He received a call at whatever o'clock in the morning it was, in times that many of us may have even been sleeping. And with the invite of our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero, he decided that he really did want to see change. You see, he became a homeowner at the age of 19, so his finances were right. He was striving towards accomplishing that much more. He worked as well for years in the finance industry, but he also witnessed firsthand what it was to not feel so good at people that he had to deny. And instead of opening the door to a financial institution and granting these individuals access to what they wanted to achieve, like homes and loans and cars and those things, he ended up having to witness all the times he had to close those doors. Now, in addition to what he's been able to do with regards to this business, right? As our vice president or one of the vice presidents within this organization, that means he's created a business generating a minimum of $100,000 every 30 days of business, but he's also an R&R Level 1 club member. So I will definitely let him brag about his beautiful company, paid for Mercedes-Benz. But in reflection as well to his service, he can also be extremely proud to know that he's one of the very first agents in the entire company, not just Team Relentless, not just Florida or wherever you want to categorize it at, throughout entire FES company, to have been able to not only create a huge movement for the deaf and hearing impaired community, he was the one that was able to sponsor and mentor and help grow the very first sales director under those conditions of hearing impaired, and as well as being able to make it happen so that we had a national convention with translation for the hearing impaired. So again, I mean, just understand that you never know the type of impact that you can make in someone else's life, but if you truly decide to just hold on to that and follow that calling, you could not only win along the way, but be a huge cause for blessing and service unto others. And I think what you do in the life of others, God will do for you in yours. So without any further delay, I already see him on the line. I know he was on from the jump. Vice President, Mr. Rob Santiago, can you hear me? Take your mute off.
Yeah, I thought I was unmuted already. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Loud and clear. All right. Well, first of all, I want to give it back to you, Myra. Thank you. I always appreciate it. Like Arnold was just saying in the chat, you do a great job of edification. If y'all wasn't already taking notes, the training started already. And she started with the training on how you can edify a leader. I'm grateful. I want to give it back to God, our team, right? The support, our mentors, right? All the top leaders in this organization, because without everyone here, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know, and Myra had a lot of great things to say about me, and I appreciate that. And a lot of people don't really know my story, but like she mentioned, I'm gonna throw the closed captions on here too, because we do have some deaf agents that are actually tuning in. So I want them to be able to tune in with us at the same time. So let me just get this ready real quick. Let me know if you guys see my screen, and then we'll go from there. Myra, we good? Perfect, perfect. So guys, again, my name is Rob Santiago. I've been with this company now. I started my 4th year. March 23rd, 2021 was 3 years full time with FES. I walked away from Bank of America in 2018. Like she said, I was a late call, right? A 2 a.m. phone call on the last day of the volume month. For some of the new agents that haven't experienced that yet, you'll see in the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks, right? But I was an individual who was contacted. I was shared this information before. They shared this information with me. I didn't need credit repair. I wasn't looking for an extra income. I was making decent money for what I thought, right? Barely high school graduate, never stepped foot in a college, and making $20, $21 an hour was a blessing for me. Growing up where I came from, guys, I'm from Puerto Rico, born in Puerto Rico, Manatí. Shout out to all the Boricuas out there. I was raised in New York City, right? East Harlem specifically. I was there till the age of 13, and I moved down to Florida. Only child, single parent, no father in the picture, right? A lot of lack of financial literacy in my family. And like Myra said, I came from that background, and it wasn't horrible. It was just financially mismanaged, right? My family just had money coming in, but it came out just as fast as it came in, and they didn't invest. They didn't make certain moves that I felt that should have been made. But again, lack of financial literacy, right? So fast forward, man, I was able to buy my first house at 19. I had my daughter when I was 18 years old. My son came when I was about 21, 22, and then around 24 years old, I went through a separation. You know, I lost everything. I gave up, not really lost, I gave it up. I gave up my house that was precious to me, right? I gave up my cars. I gave up my job. I gave up so many things, so many sacrifices just to be able to spend the time that I have now with my kids, right? Shout out to all three of them. Shout out to Raisa, my other half, my mentor, because if it wasn't for that 2 o'clock in the morning phone call, I don't know where I would be at right now. That's a real statement, you know. So I give my, shout out to all of our leaders, especially Xavier, man. Shout out to our SVP, Xavier Marrero, and what he's been able to do in transforming not just my life, but my other halves and everybody around us. Like the vision was painted for me 3.5 years ago that the people that we started with will be 6-figure earners now. The people that we started with will be driving paid for cars, specifically Mercedes at the time. So many big visions that people thought we was crazy. So again, I just want to salute everybody who stuck in and stayed and still working on their breakthroughs, because what's crazy in this business is you have multiple breakthroughs. It's not just one. every title in the company is like a breakthrough. So, and even the skill sets, right? Learning these skill sets are certain breakthroughs that are going to help you succeed in life overall. So if you guys are looking for a breakthrough and you've been looking for a little while, but you claiming it, I need you guys to put breakthrough in the chat real quick for me so we can light it up. Because I'm about to give you guys some breakthrough info on social media that I've been able to learn over the last 3 to 4 years. And then a little bit past that as well. But now, as a vice president, just really engaging, like Myra said, going out and paying for information that FES wasn't providing, paying for information about the industry just to continue to be able to pour into the team. So as you guys see, social media excellence is what we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to show you guys how to turn your social media into a resume, right? We're going to turn your social media platform page into an ATM machine. That's what we've been able to do over the last couple of years. I love making money on social media. I don't know about y'all. I was that person 4 or 5 years ago that I wasn't good behind the camera. I didn't really talk in front of the camera. If X is on here, he probably laughing right now. I used to stutter when I speak. I get nervous. My hands was sweating. And don't think about going live on Facebook or on Instagram or anything like that. Like, hell no, that's not happening. I don't do that. That's not me. That's not what I do. But guys, can you agree that we could develop skills? you can close the old doors and open new ones. So I'm going to teach you guys some skill sets that I've learned that's really helped me close a lot of deals and become successful now, 6 figures with the company, the car, all the good things that we all want to accomplish. And social media is a huge platform to be able to get that done. First of all, it's 2021. 2021. That person that said they don't really do social media or they're not on there, statistics say otherwise. Look at how many people are on social media every day. Worldwide, almost 4 billion people are leveraging social media at some time of the day, right? If you look at these statistics to the left, from 2008 to 2021, 82% of the US population is utilizing social media today. Guys, that's massive. That's crazy. The whole country, technically, everybody, right? Think about how much time they're using on social media, right? The average consumer is using 2.5 hours minimum a day on social media. Again, the reason why I'm even starting off with this is because sometimes we say, I spoke with everybody. I talk with everybody. No one on my Facebook or my Instagram wants to get their credit fixed. Guys, look how many people are out here. Look how much time they're spending on this platform. Do you guys agree? And throw some money signs. If there's a lot of money to be made on social, that's 4 billion people on social media. So where are you going to go? Where the people at? Money only come from one place. from people, right? So if there's 4 billion people on social media, that's probably a platform that you want to leverage, right? Let me see. I'm looking at the chat. Some money signs. That makes sense, right? I could keep going. Good info so far, right? Think about opening up for business. Look at these companies. What do you see? Except for Chick-fil-A on Sundays, right? Which everybody wants Chick-fil-A on Sundays for some reason, especially me. That was actually my first job. If y'all don't know, I was back there making double chicken sandwiches. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all ain't have those type of connects, but we did at that time, right? But all these other businesses, you got to be open for business. Social media, you got to have the open sign. You got to, McDonald's, when you see that up, you know you're going there. It's open. Chick-fil-A, Walmart, like these are branded companies that they're out there just showing that they're open for business to continue to help consumers, right? Even if it's fast food or whatever the case it is. Right now, where do you want to start on your social media, right? When we're launching our agents, normally we're going through their warm contacts. Before you even touch social media, you're already talking with people. But how do you convert your social media to that ATM? Where do you start? You start at the cover of the book. I can grab a book here. Nobody starts reading it from the back to the front. Like the back of the book didn't catch your attention. They don't put them backwards on the shelf. They put them forward. The cover of the book is what catches your attention, right? The presence of it, the colors of it. It's crazy that we doing red, white, and black, and I just picked this randomly, but God is good. That's how it worked. But with my colors, that's something that I created. I started to brand myself, right? So when you start looking at it like a book, you start in the cover. What is interesting here to make me want to read through all of this? What's interesting here? So right now, it's the first impression. Think about your social media page. What does it look like right now? Right? I got an example that I'm going to show y'all not to look like, but this is the way that it should be. If you don't have 5,000 friends on your Facebook, you're missing. If you got 12, you've been with us for 2 years and you got 1,200 friends on your Facebook and you wondering why you're not getting more people, because you're sharing the same info to the same people. When I started my social media, my Facebook page, I had like 500-600 people on my page. 500-600. I don't trust nobody. I don't talk with nobody. I was off social media for years. Maybe some of you guys can relate. I was working so many hours a week. I didn't have time for Facebook or MySpace or whatever we had going on at that time. But I had to learn that this is a resume. Right now, if I were to look at your Facebook and I was hiring you for a job just off of your Facebook, would I hire you? Would you? Are you ready to? Am I ready to bring you into my business just based off of what you're showing outside of work? So understand how important this is, right? A lot of people are struggling because the front of the book looked like a nightmare. Nobody's trying to read through them pages. They're just skimming through. They're like, no, I'm not doing business with that person. I don't know what they got going on. So right now, starting to brand yourself, making sure that you got more eyes on your page. The goal is to get to 5. You're not at 5,000. That's the first thing you need to write down. Get to 5,000 people. If you're not there, you need to get there, right? You want to start building a professional portfolio. Like, you guys don't understand how many people I see with some crazy pictures that are already in the business. So guys, make sure that your cover picture is clear, good quality, professional, right? Making sure that you're starting to brand yourself. If you choose the business name, if you use your name like some of myself and the top leaders do, and then the captions on your picture, the bio is important. So guys, just some examples of mine. You guys know my logo. That's my name, Rob Santiago Cosme. That's what I created. Before, I used to have Major League Credit. That was my first one. Then it changed and it converts and it came to my name. Why? Because I seen my top leaders, Ashton Henry, Alfred Nixon, Nicola Smith Jackson, so many people that started leveraging their names as their business. You are your brand. Put that in the chat, right? You are your brand. So guys, look, the bio is very important. You're giving these people a quick description of who you are. So if it's on Facebook, make sure that you got something with a call to action to it. As you see mine, it says a family of 5. That's important to me. Family is important. That's the first thing that I put out. Right? Wealth coach. I'm teaching people how to build wealth. You don't need a certification or say, no, you're teaching wealth. We're teaching wealth principles here and helping 10,000 people become homeowners and investors. So right now, when somebody looks at that page, they're like, this guy must be a realtor or something with credit or something with it's real estate. I don't know what it is. It piques curiosity. I don't say I work for FES. It don't say I work for UCS. It don't say I've been with, no, it does not, nowhere through that. Family man, wealth coach, I want to help people to the point. And guess what? It's consistent throughout my platform. So if you see my Instagram, it's the same way, right? But on Instagram, if you're not leveraging, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse moving, but you see these highlights too. Guys, you can create highlights on here. If you're not taking advantage of that, make sure that you go do that. Why? These highlights, instead of people scrolling all through your pictures, they could click on one of these highlights and go and just find them. Usually they have to go through your stories. So get in the habit of creating a lot of stories. What did I do for my highlights? And you could copy this format if you want to, because I copied off of Hanzo and a lot of the top leaders when I first started. Starting here, all I show on here was like lifestyle, my family, promotions in the business. And you see, if you guys see that picture, that was a big event at Xavier's house with everybody. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's a picture of promotions. And then I got another one with client results. They're like, well, who is this guy? What he do? Let me click here. Let me look. Oh, he's family, man. He traveled a lot. Wow, that's a lot of promotions going on in their business. Wow, that's a lot of client testimonials going on right here, back to back to back. This is before they even scroll through my page. So make sure that you leverage in that too. I've seen some people do some pretty cool things. They've got like letters in there and their logos and kind of stuff like that they could create. Powerful. Again, cover of the book. And them first couple pictures on your Instagram, making sure that those are legit too. Making sure that those first 6 to 9 pictures catch attention. The point is that you speak in professionalism. You attract in business. Right? You want not repel it. You want to attract business and attract the tribe. Don't be these guys. Don't be the page like this. With $300-400, it says damn rent. I just found that on my friends list. I thought it was hilarious. And then the other guy, like, would you fix your credit with either one of these two dudes? Would you even ask for info? Honestly, well, I don't know if one of them, I don't know if they're on the team, if they're on this call, I'm sorry, but if you use you as an example. Either one of these tools, you're not doing no business with. This is repelling business. Attracting business, repelling business. Make sense? Simple. We don't got to stay here too long. Just don't do this. I want you to ask yourself a couple questions and take a screenshot of this if you want to. Is my profile name and picture appropriate for my field? We work in finance now, guys. I don't care what your background is in. I really don't. We're in credit repair and financial literacy now. Think about it. If you walk into a doctor's office and he's wearing shorts and jeans and like construction Timbs, and probably not going to take prescriptions for that guy. You know what I mean? Like firefighters, all of these, a banker, a police officer, like they wear a uniform to represent what it is that they do. You guys have to wear a uniform, right? Don't look crazy. Some of us can switch it back and forth because we've already established that professionalism. But if you're trying to convert that, remember, you want to keep it professional, understand the field that we're in and the people that are looking at us and they're judging us for what our appearance is. It is what it is, right? So make sure that you answer that question for yourself. Do I have a brand? Do I have a brand yet? What business you got? You got to start creating a brand. People need to know who you are and what you do, right? The next question, if I were a stranger and happen to see your page, will I do business with me? Look at your page. Like, what I do, if I was looking for credit repair, would I do business with what I'm seeing right now on my page? And it's a hard reality sometimes. But guys, understand, this is going to help you take it to another level. What kind of value are you providing on your page? So many people I see just sharing random funny videos, sharing this, a fight, all this crazy stuff going on. What value are you providing? You got an entertainment page or you got a value page? What are you providing to your audience? Are you putting out any tips about financial literacy? Are you putting out any posts on the news about credit stuff that's happening on in the community? Finance, like what is it that you're putting out that can help your people without no cost, without a dollar, that they could go through your page and be like, man, I learned so much. If you're not providing value, like Arnold say, you're not valuable in the marketplace. The marketplace will only pay you based off of the value that you're putting out there. So that question is tough. A lot of you guys are not putting out value and you're not getting anything in return because you're not putting out enough. You got to think about Eric Thomas. Think about how many motivational videos he did for free. He was putting out content, value. He was raising people on YouTube. So now he gets paid $250,000 to speak because he got so much value. Now they're paying for it, but he gave it away for free in the beginning. Make sure that you go out there and provide value. Are you consistent? This word is strong with your content. Are you consistent with this? I don't mean once a week, once a month. Guys, put your hand up in the chat if you ever had an agent that hit you up, was like, man, I'm not doing good in this business. And when you look through their profile, 2 weeks without putting up one post about the business. Right? Can I see some hands? That chat's probably going snapping right now. Right? Think about how many people are doing that. Right? How many friends do I have on all platforms? Leverage all of them. There's no perfect one. Leverage all of them. There's somebody who likes YouTube better than Facebook, better than IG, better than LinkedIn, better than TikTok. So there's someone on every platform. So leverage all of them. Use the same content on all of them. Stay consistent. And does your audience know, like, and trust you? You never put a picture of you, your family, what you do, nothing. They don't know who you are. You a billboard. You just putting pictures up. And they're like, where's Leslie? Where's DeMario? Or where's Myra? Like, I don't know. I don't see that person. The more you see that person, that picture, and start seeing their personality through pictures, you feel like you're getting to know that person. You start putting out value. They start to like and relate to you, which builds a trust factor. Understand that. You could build trust through social media without ever meeting this person. To be like, by the time they get on the phone with you, they already know the kind of person that you are. They already expect the personality. They already know everything that's coming your way. And all you have to do is confirm that you're the same person offline that you are online. How powerful is that? That right now, the same person you get on social media, if you get me on Zoom, you get the same Rob. Nothing different. Same energy. What type of audience do you have and why they follow you? Some people follow you for different reasons. When I first started my social media journey, it was more on fitness. I'm getting a little fit now too again. You know, I'm down 10 pounds. Shout out to wifey, right? But I started there. Nutrition. I had a lot of people following me for recipes and workouts and stuff like that. So there's certain things that you like, that you do, that you relate to people with that I can't. So start writing some things down that you enjoy. You got to have fun with this. What you passionate about? You like to music, you like to paint, you like to rock climb, I don't know, whatever you like to go do. There's groups, there's people that like the same thing that you like and may get attracted to your page based off of the personality or the things that you enjoy. So again, understanding your audience is powerful. Understanding the times that they're up and they're on social media and the times that they're not, right? You want to go post something at 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody's up. Your audience is early birds. They're not late hours, right? You got to learn that information. So the brand is important. I'm going to run through this part. Obviously, you guys know Nike. Y'all know Apple, right? Simplify it. Make it clear. Be careful with what you put. Like, this is a load example. I just never forget it. It was called Snapback Credit Repair. It was literally a hat. Like, it was a snapback hat on a logo. If it was yours, I'm sorry. But I remember it. And I was like, bro, no way. Like, who's that? That looked whack. I'm sorry to say it. Like, no, that don't look like a business. Like, I wouldn't sign up with Snapback Credit Repair. Like, that don't sound right. You know what I mean? Again, and I'm not here to be disrespectful, but I'm here to give you a professional outlook on what you're trying to do. Why let you go through that thinking that you got something good and everybody's like, no, I'm not doing. No, I'm here to be real with you guys. You got to keep it professional. Some of the top leaders are using their names. Ashton, Alfred, myself. That's the route that I went. Some other people have, like Raisa, Otero Financial. Just be careful with what you're putting. Remember, we run a financial service, but we don't run the financial service. UCES runs the financial service. So when you're going out here saying that you got a credit repair company, we don't own that. The company does the repair for us. So make sure, that's why I brand myself. I don't ever put that I'm doing a financial service or anything like that, because technically I'm not. The company is doing that. So I brand myself. Yeah, you're dealing with me, but UCES is who you signed up with, right? If that makes sense. And as you continue to build, your brand would evolve. Nike didn't start the way it is now. Apple didn't start the way it is now. Your logo is going to change. You're going to get better ideas. You're going to grow. with the business and your and the business that you're growing. It making sense? Good info so far, guys? Let me know. Let me see how much time. I know I'm a little over my time, but this is good stuff. Quality. Let me know if these two pictures look like they were taken by a phone or a professional camera. It was this, and it's an old iPhone. It's the 11. What we on, like 15 now? I don't know. I don't know what iPhone we're on. 11 Pro, I think it is, right? The portrait mode. X is gonna love this slide. Go this way. Learn how to take some pictures. The natural light, portrait. Look at those quality of pictures that came out. Just those two pictures alone look like a photographer came out and did those. And they were done with this phone. This exact phone was taken. So if you're out here like, oh, I don't got money like Xavier and all these other people that are making hundreds of thousands, you don't need to. These are two free pictures. They just look like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? They got millionaires in them. So shout out to us again. But I'm saying this is good info. Don't do this. Don't do your lives like this. Make sure you take your pictures the right way. And then social media strategies. The type of lives. Are you making any live videos? That's king. Like, that's king. If credit is king, cash, right? Yo, I'm telling you, lives are king on social media. Even on Instagram and Facebook. You need to be doing those consistent. And if you're scared of that, it's because that's where the money at. That's where's the money. Of course you're scared. That's where the money's at. You need to be on live. That people need to see you mess up and see that you're human and that you're not a robot. That you're not just some billboard. Rob messes up. He curses on the thing. Oh man, he's a real person. He goes through the same shit we go through. And you build relatability, right? If that's the right word. I don't know if I said it right. But still, think about it. You want to go out there. Make sure that you like. Make sure that you comment. And making sure that you get shares. That's something that me, Xavier, and the top leaders have been working on. Ask for it. Write that down. Ask people to like, comment, and share. And guess what? More people would like, comment, and share. You know why you never get shares? Because you never ask nobody to share. You know why you don't get as many comments? Because you don't ask people to comment. You don't like nobody else's page. You don't comment on nobody else's page. So right now, when you go and put these posts out, call to action. Hey, look, let me put a comment down below. Put info, put this, put something. Hey, I need you guys to share this while you live. Check X. X got like 100 shares at one time. And he never got that many before. Why? Because he asked for it. He got on the live and he said, you know what, guys, before I even get started about what I want to tell y'all today, I need at least 5 to 10 shares. 5, you want to hear what I'm going to tell you? 5 to 10 shares. I need that right now. What? That's 5 to 10 different networks that you touching that you didn't touch before because you asked for it. I'm telling you, your shares is going to go to a whole nother level by just asking the question, right? Again, stories is important. This is detail, guys. Stories is important. Like right now, my stories, you got to have at least 8 to 10 stories on your line a day. 8 to 10. It catches their interest. They see that you're moving around. You can't just have the beautiful professional pictures all the time. No, they need to see you going to a restaurant. They need to see you dealing with people. They need to see you working with your team, cleaning the house, having fun. Like, they need to see that you're a real person. Raise that number. They used to hate when I recorded everything in the beginning. They was like, bro, you record everything. Why? Because it was content. Everything we did was content. People are like, man, they're on the move. What is it that they're doing? So if you don't know how to create a story, this is a couple pictures on how to be able to do that, right? Go on here, being able to click on that. This is how you save it. So the stories right here, you could do a post, story, reels work very well too. But what I'm talking about is the Instagram and Facebook stories right now. What I do, this is the way I do it. I start an Instagram. I create my video on Instagram. Why? Music could be played in the background. You can add a bunch of stuff. And then I click the save button right here. And guess what? That same content went on my Instagram story. It went on my Snapchat story. And it went on my Facebook story simultaneously. Why? Because there's somebody on Snapchat. There's somebody on Facebook. And there's somebody on Instagram. And all three of them like different platforms. So you got the same info on all three. Now I'm even throwing LinkedIn, TikTok too, just depending on obviously the type of content that it is. But I always flow those 3 ways: Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, every single time. That's exactly how I do it. And this is some examples of, you guys, you can see who's watching you, who's put up posts that never got any likes and comments. And you're like, man, nobody's watching my stuff. Nobody's watching it. Guess what? There's undercover people out there that watching, little stalkers. They in the bushes and they watching everything that you're doing, and they don't like it, and they don't comment, and they don't do nothing, but they keeping a very close eye on you. How can you see them? Put them in your stories. Put the storylines out. Guess what? When you see it, this is an example of some of the relentless, when we were doing, what's the name of this group again? I forgot. The Clubhouse. We did a talk. I just screenshot the people that were in there, just so people on my social media could see that I was on Clubhouse. I didn't say nothing that whole time, I don't think. No, but it was content. And look, I put it on my Instagram story and I put it on my Facebook story. This is just a small example. There was 77 people that watched it on Instagram and 97 people who watched it on Facebook. That's almost 200 people that watched that story. And I can scroll, guys, you just scroll and you can see every single person that's watching you. So if you see someone who's consistently watching, they're not in your team, you need to go talk with that person. I found a Bianca Baez like that. I found who else was on the team? I found Jackie like that. I found so many of my agents looking through my stories. Like, bro, I saw you watching all my storylines, and then I hit you up, and they're like, how did he know? I was thinking about him. How did he know that I was just thinking about you and your videos? I was like, wow, what a coincidence. I just happened to hit you up. I know, I've seen you. I've seen you watch it, and I bring you to my page. Ladies, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna get the most benefit. Guys, it's a little tough for us, but think about it. Don't just put credit stuff everywhere. You're boring. Stop boring people. Like for you ladies, I told Razor to do this one time. She was getting like 400 views, 300 views, something like that. I was like, babe, get a pair of dope red bottoms, something that women love. Like traveling, a romantic date, something like that, and let that be your first story on Facebook. Why the first one? Because it's the one that you could see without touching it. You don't even gotta touch it, and you can see what's coming. And most ladies are gonna be like, yo, those shoes is pretty dope. Let me click. Guess what? The views went from 400 to 1.2, 1,200 views. Because of a pair of shoes. But then the next thing you want to do is put a testimony about your repair service. Put a testimony about your agent being brought in. Bait them a little bit more. I love to do food. I'm an inner fat kid. Tell me them pancakes with Nutella in them right now is not catching your attention. Just saying. You put them things out in the morning, people's like, yo, Rob, you made those? I was like, nah, it was a Google picture, but it caught your attention. You just talked to me thinking that I'm telling you, it works so well. The cars, I don't drive an Aston Martin yet, but I put it up and I manifest. So what? They be like, oh, that's not your car. So what? Block, you're a hater. I'm put the car that I want. I'm going to put the pancakes that I want, the traveling I want to do. I'm going to motivate some people. It's not just going to be, you know, the difference between them red bottoms at the top and your plus 35 increased credit repair increase? That nobody's want to see that. Nobody wants to see it. But now what you do is you attract them to your page another way, and then you funnel it. Put some shoes, a testimony, promotion, some good food, the car you want, the trip you want to go to, 100-point increase. Somebody got a house. You see where I'm going? Like, guess what? If 1,200 people seen them shoes, how many people you think click to the next story? Right? Say half of them did. Say 600 people that didn't look at your storylines now seeing the testimony of your repair because you put some shoes up. Just saying, nuggets. Y'all, I'm not taking info on this. If y'all not taking notes, I don't know what to tell you. Guys, these are all things that you can put up. Call to action. Who wants help fixing their credit, right? Testimonials, success stories, all of that kind of stuff. And then the types of posts. I need y'all to take a screenshot of this, because this is what I was learning from Fraser Books. I paid money for this. The types of posts that you can put out. Educational, personal, motivational, conversational. Those are the 4 types of posts by multiple 8-figure earner, Fraser Brooks. If you don't know who Fraser Brooks is, go look him up. He's amazing. We seen him at the first GoPro, killed it. Ever since I got his books, I've paid thousands of dollars to follow his info, and I'm actually building a personal relationship with him now, which is pretty dope. But guys, this information is powerful. This first one, educational. Shout out to Razor. She does a lot of credit tips. Guess what? That post usually don't get too much attention. We know that. Have the mindset already understanding that. But guess what? You can switch over now to a personal post. This was personal for me. And it may not like seem like that to somebody, but to me, there used to be times that I couldn't feed my son what he wanted. That's personal to me. They used to be like, yo, I want to go eat something. I used to act like I couldn't take him because I didn't have the money. So to see him munching on something that he enjoys is personal to me. It's like, yo, I remember when I only had a couple quarters. Now, Papi, what you want on the menu? Whatever you want. That's personal. Look at the engagement on that. And some people are like, oh, I don't want to put my kids. I don't want to put my personal stuff. Yo, you're not letting people know who you are. People see the glory right now and the Benzes and all that. They didn't know that I lost my car. My son seen my shit repo. They don't know about that. Let them know about that. Right? That's a personal testimony. Start getting personal on your social media. Right? You don't know who that would have motivated. The next one going into that, motivational. Think about it. I want to give shout out to Xavier, all my leaders, and even I'm closer to God than I've ever been before. Shoot, I just got baptized last month. A lot of y'all don't know that. You know what I mean? And this is a post right here that's motivational. Like, look, 100,000 people didn't wake up today. It's real talk. You got up and you mad. Somebody didn't get up, period. That didn't motivate somebody that morning. That wasn't, look, I'm sitting in the car. You don't know what kind of car that is. It don't got the Benz sign out. I don't got nothing flossy, none. But it's the message behind that to motivate somebody. That's another post that got hella engagement, right? And then the next one, conversational. I love these two. I got these. I think one of these from y'all. The good morning. I'm deleting 300 people. Look at that, 142 comments. And you think nobody watching me? The same post Razor put up, got like 3, 4 because it's educational. Let me tell you, I'm going to delete you. Now everybody's like, hold up, wait, I'm right here. I ain't like your comments and none of that shit all year, but yo, you don't delete me because I'm watching you undercover. That's what it is. That's 142 people coming clean about watching you. Right? And then the next one's a great, I got this from Frazier too. What was your first job? You got to start having conversations with people and engaging on social media. What was your first job? Mine was Chick-fil-A at this age. What was yours? Everybody wants to tell their first job. It don't matter what it was. Everybody wants to talk about it. What was your first car? Everybody wants to talk about it. Those are examples. Those are all small examples of like, what do you love the most? The beach. Like I do the, what's it? Blue cheese versus ranch. Try that one. See how many people go snap on that, right? Starbucks versus Dunkin' Donuts. Y'all seen that one? That one go crazy. Think about it. And people just want to talk about it because it don't got nothing to do with the credit business. It don't got nothing to do. But guess what? All of those people that engage, those are all leads now. You done came in. It's a wrap. I'm going to talk with you now. Oh, yo, you like Bustelo too? Word. I knew I liked you, bro. Come on. What do you do for a living? Yo, you like Starbucks? I still don't understand their language. I'm glad you love them. Now we just engaged that transaction. You said something, they said something, you comment. That algorithm is causing now people are starting to see your stuff. A lot of y'all not getting nothing on social media because y'all not being social enough. Y'all real quiet. Y'all not saying nothing to nobody. So this is the call to action. Again, I'm sorry, I know I took long, but I'm sure you guys got some value from everything here. Posting plan. Take a screenshot of this. If you're doing this every day, there's no way you're not getting leads. If you adding people, new eyes every day, you're doing everything that I told you to do. Even though some of it may sound silly. Because sometimes I crack myself up. I'll just be here laughing, like going back and forth with people. I used to be like, you laugh by yourself. Yeah, because I have a good time doing it. You got to have fun with it. And it does take some time, but guys, it works. It's social media. So make sure you go and add. Usually I say 25 to 50, but yo, we going into like, we got 60 days left. We got 3 weeks that are 5 weeks. You need to start adding 50 to 100 people right now, every day. Change up the 4 types of posts. Monday, do a motivational. Tuesday, do a personal. Wednesday, do a conversational. Friday, and switch it up. Don't do motivation all the time. No, switch it. Motivation, inspirational, mix that 4 types. So now you can even plan it in advance. Think about it. Think about Sunday night. Before you go on to bed, you're going to plan 4 different posts out, personal, motivational, all of those types. So now you already got one set for that day, right? Engaging on 25 to 50 people's posts a day. This is important too. If you just added a realtor, a car salesman, they sold a car, like it, congratulate them. They sold a house, like it, congratulate them. They did something towards their business. There's a reason why they put it out on social media, is because they want people to like and comment on it. And most people don't. So when you end up being 1 out of the 4 only people that commented it on their whole page, it catches their attention. Man, this dude just met me. He's so positive. He not trying to sell me nothing, and he rooting me on, and my peoples ain't even doing that. Just saying. 8 to 10 stories on IG, Facebook. I don't know if LinkedIn has a storyline. I might have messed up there. Maybe not. But go live. Try to go once a day on IG. That's something I'm still working on. But on Facebook, yeah, you need to be going live at least once or twice a day. Ask Bruno. Bruno don't play. Bruno be on a live like every day. But look how many, like why he at the top of the charts. He do a live every day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day. And then the post, 1 or 2 posts on Facebook. Guys, you can do this however you want. You want to step it up and do 100 to 200 new people? You want to do 10 to 18? You want to step this up? You want to ease it? It's the level of success that you want. Right now, you could go out there and add 5 people. You go do 1 story. You could go do 1 live. You could go do 1 of these things and get a little bit of results. Or you could snap. The training that we got in the accelerator was like, go 110%. When's the last time you went 110? You've been running on 75 your whole life. And you think it's 100. No, go all the way in between now and the 19th of June. Go 110%. Give yourself a real challenge that every single day you dedicate to this. And what Vigie's still going to train on next after this, guys, there's no way that you guys ain't going to make it to the top. Again, thank you. I appreciate your guys' time tonight. I know I went a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure that I shared this information with y'all. So if y'all got value, light up the chats right now. And Myra, I'm going to give it back to you.
Woo! Listen, Rob, you went crazy. Like, I knew it was going to be some good content, but man, thank you for that. You put it so straight, so raw. You brought the energy. I know we felt it digitally. I'm not going to take long because I could celebrate that for like the rest of the night. But the thing is, we needed that. So granted, it could have been 20, 30 minutes, but you did not cut us short. You definitely brought it. I took a ton of notes. And again, even if someone implements some of it, it's social media for us to socialize on it. People want real. They don't want perfect. They just want real. And you were straight real with it. Thank you for sharing that for us, because you paid the price of being relentless to your commitment with this team, sticking it through. We all hear Rob and see Rob where he's at right now. But he knows very well, and God made no stories we will never hear on how he stayed committed to his decision. So again, he showed us the way. He's blessing us with those gifts. Let's implement that, take it to the top, and continue to grow. Now, moving right along to our very next training segment. I mean, of course, I could have still celebrated that so much more. Again, thank you so much, Rob. But what we're in for this next session goes hand in hand with this as far as implementing it and learning, because the thing is, we may have gotten used to what it is to clock in a job and be given a job description. Sometimes when you're an agent in this business, you're like, okay, well, what do I do? Like, what is it that I actually do on a regular day-to-day basis? Or if, let's just say I'm clocking in today to this business opportunity, what does that mean, right? So they say, you know, the upside to being in this type of industry is on how you are your own boss, but that could also be the downside if you don't know what it is that you need to do. So, you know, without any too prolonged delay, because again, I celebrate this young lady. I got to meet her before she was the beast that she is now. And what I can tell you is I've witnessed so much growth in her, never having counted herself out. She fully counted herself in. She had a cosmetology background prior to this, but she was a mom of 3 young kids. So in her early 20s to say, this is what I'm going to make happen. And just within a few short years, not only be an exemplary leader, going back and pouring into her team, all of us, being able to teach us by way of this platform. She's a proven results to a system that works. She's, 27 years young, very recently promoted regional vice president. That means her organization is generating a minimum of $250,000 in business volume. She's already hit not only level 1, but level 2 in the R&R club. So bet that you catch her story driving around that beautiful Mercedes Benz that she has earned for her and her children. But she also achieved the $10,000 cash payout. She's occupying a house of, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage, when she knew what the experience of being evicted was and having to actually stay with her parents and her 3 children in one room at one point. Man, if you thought Rob's was good, it was phenomenal. But guess what? This is where the magic happens when you implement it in the social media daily activities. So without any further delay, of course, they're none other than our regional vice president, my friend, one of our mentors, a phenomenal leader in herself, and just not only great to see, but also look at and listen and learn from, Miss Vigie Quiniones. Can you hear me? Let's see. I know I have seen her before. Let's see. Go ahead. Okay, I gotta go ahead and add her on. Let's see if somebody, well, I'll need a host to go ahead and add her as unmute. I'll go ahead and ask to unmute. There she is. I know she was here. I saw her beautiful face before.
I can hear you now.
Yes, okay. You got it, boss lady. Take it away.
Awesome, awesome. So guys, welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you guys every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. with Team Relentless. Huge shout out to Miss Mayra Ferreira. Her constant dedication every single week showing out. I mean, guys, she does the same thing that Billy does, guys. Like, it takes a lot for you guys to literally sacrifice can you believe that? Every Tuesday, Mayra Ferreira sacrifices herself to edify and host our amazing teen training, guys. So again, huge shout out, boss lady, because I really appreciate it. You actually take it upon yourself to do this. And again, huge shout out to Mr. Xavier Marrero, our mentor who paved the way. If it wasn't because of him, none of us would be here today. And even just obtaining the financial freedom that we have today, right, guys? So for a lot of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Vigie Quiniones. Again, regional vice president with this amazing company. I'm only 27 years old, just to give you guys a quick background, jump into the training. Again, like I said, only 27 years old. When I joined this company, I was 23, turning 24. Financially struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. Mayra told you guys a little bit about my background. I was in the cosmetology industry, licensed nail tech. I was a title processor working full-time during the week, doing nails during the weekends, and I was needing more income. Single mother of 3 at that time. I had a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and I think it was a 4-year-old, because the ages were obviously way, way lower then. And like I said, financially struggling, still living paycheck to paycheck, paying $300 literally a week minimum just for childcare expenses, no child support coming in. I mean, I was literally financially struggling. I needed another job. Mr. Xavier Marrero presented this opportunity to me. And in less than 6 months, just me doing this 2 hours a night, staying consistent, following the blueprint, getting on every single training, being humble, being a student, literally following my why, staying motivated, guys. Today, literally, when you guys see it, in less than 3.5 years, almost 4 years, I'm a regional vice president with this company. And this is my first network marketing company, meaning I had no college degree. I had no fancy, none of that fancy stuff, just had a high school diploma. So for any of you guys who are on here, you guys can literally make it happen. All I had was a nail license. I knew about polish. And now guess what? I'm a regional vice president with an amazing organization. And together we're bringing in over 250,000 in business in less than 4 years. I would have never been able to do that in a 9-to-5 job, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to build my business from just social media. In this case, for me, that's the route that I had to take, because being a mom, I don't know if I have moms on here, but to all my moms, throw some flames in the chats. I want to see where all my hardworking mothers are. So yes, like I said, I needed to build my business from social media because I didn't have the flexibility that most people had, right? Where they could just leave their kid with their man and just go off. Like, I didn't have that. I didn't. I had to work. I still had to provide. I had to make ends meet. So I built this business with social media, learned the secrets, and I'm going to show you shout outs. So I need you guys to make me a host as well. So I'm going to show you guys shout outs. So I don't know if you guys heard last night, Alfred Nixon stated that shout outs, he did it consistently for 4 years, guys. And I'm telling you guys, I did this same reason why it literally brought me a lot of success. I enrolled, I think the most I enrolled in a day was 17 enrollments in a day. I enrolled close to 50 something enrollments in a month. And that was when I was only 24, in less than 5 weeks being an agent in this company, closing all my deals, not including what I was already doing for my team, because in this business, we are here for ourselves, but we are never by ourselves, right? Guys, I'm still not a host. Thank you.
Rob is the host. Rob has to make you a co-host.
Okay, perfect. Host now. Awesome. So Rob did go over a lot of the basic things that go to social media stories and things like that. So I'll give you guys a brief overview and then we'll go ahead and jump over some of the lead gen. But I'm going to show you guys literally, if you guys follow this to the T, I'm pretty sure Bruno can give you guys like literally a personal testimony. I worked one-on-one with him as well with shout outs. I also worked with Gerald Lee, who was another agent and in the organization and regional sales directors. And these are individuals that I was able to literally have one-on-one conversations with about shout outs. And guys, this is similar to taprooting. So don't think too much of it, but I'm just going to show you guys step by step what this visually looks like. Now, don't take none of this information for granted. Don't take it lightly, because I'm telling you guys, this shout outs alone, I didn't have to go out looking for leads because I was flooded with 40 to 50 leads in less than minutes because of this shout out system. So if you're an individual that you're like, you know what, Vigie, I'm struggling to get leads that way, whether if it's on Facebook, whatever the case may be, this is another way. This is another route, okay? And it worked very great for me. It got me to executive sales director. So, and I hit that in less than 6 months. So that means that this system probably was doing something right? So what is a shout out? So for most of you guys, new agents, you're new with Instagram, guess what? Shout outs, you have a lot of influencers, right? Influencers will have a little check mark at the top of their picture, letting you know that they're verified. Or these are individuals that have huge following bases, meaning that they're influential, meaning that if they post a shirt, everybody and their mom wants to buy that shirt. They're influential, okay, guys? Of course, when you post on these individuals' pages, you are directing traffic to your page, right? So if I want to go ahead and post Mayra Ferreira's credit repair company on my Instagram page, guess what? I can post her on my page and direct all the traffic to her because I'm a trusted source within my influence. All right, guys? So hopefully that makes sense. Now, paid advertising, this is not like boosting ads. This is not that you're paying to boost. No. This is not that, guys. You are literally having conversations with influencers. So what are you going to look for to identify a proper influencer for shout outs? Guys, when I'm telling you guys, I'm going to show you guys, like, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads. There was one night that I did follow up on just shout out leads, and 9 people enrolled in less than 30 minutes just because of follow up, because that's how many people I have that are old from shout outs. Okay, guys, you want to have a book of that. What is that? Book of no's, right? And I'm going to go over that as well. So look at that following base. Have you guys, everybody knows where the explore page is on Instagram, right? When you click on that little microscope looking icon, when you click on that, that's gonna be your explore icon, guys. It's gonna take you to a lot of the influencers or a lot of the main categories you search, right? So if you look for sneakers and it's people who rock sneakers, guess what? Those are people who are gonna show up. If you're constantly looking up, you know, females exercising, for me, I'm always looking for fashion. I'm always looking for boss ladies on social media through Instagram. So they are always constantly popping up, right? So guess what? We normally recommend that you go with an individual who has over 40,000 followers or more. Now, obviously this is for beginners, but if you have money to spend, then go for 1 million followers and above. Go for 1 million followers and above if you can, like, honestly, because somebody who has 500,000 will charge you the same price that somebody who has 1 million followers. Like, I literally found a lady who was charging me $200 an hour for a million. She had like 1 point something million followers, or I could do 750 for a whole entire day, versus I found somebody that had 500,000 followers and they were charging me the same price. So just keep it in mind that Alfred Nixon, just giving you guys tips, he told me, if you're gonna invest a lot of money into something, if it's like over 250, if it's over like $200, make sure that they have 1 million followers or more. Like, don't be giving your money away just like that. Like, you will lose hundreds of dollars if you don't do this the right way. So this is why I really need you guys to take notes, because if you do this right, you can literally hit sales director like in a day. You can sales director every day if you wanted to, just doing this system. Now, when you click on people's Instagram pages, you want to look at their likes and you want to look at their comments. Remember, people can pay for likes, people can pay for comments, people can even pay for followers. So this is very important that you guys know who you're doing business with, that you're not scammed, that you're aware of that, okay, guys? But I'm telling you guys do this, you're going to get a lot of hits. You're going to make a lot of money. All right, guys? So again, you want to look at the likes, look at the comments, click on the comments, make sure that these people are actually not just posting, you know, a dot. You know, you'll see that there's actual like fake people posting stuff that has nothing to do with the actual comment. You'll be like, that's weird. Like, you'll notice a bunch of fake people from different countries and stuff like that. Like, that's a red flag. Don't do business with them. Make sure that the comments are real, all right? That's all that I'm saying. In this case, as you see this person on the right-hand side of the conversation, as you guys can see right here, she actually has conversations. She's going back and forth with her actual influencers, or not influencers, but people who are following her, right? So I'm gonna do business with her. So in this case, this individual, what did I do? I messaged her my shout out inquiry script. So if you guys want to screenshot my page, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, you want to use the inquiry script. I saved this on my word board, and I use the same one for all the boss ladies. I do like, hey, superstar, or whatever, change it for a guy, however you guys want to do it. All right. And then just save both scripts. And I literally saved all my shout out inquiry questions in my word board as well. So if you guys want to be smart, save time, save energy, definitely save all of your questions on your board too. So you don't have to go back and forth in your notes. So hopefully that's a good nugget for a lot of you guys, because for me, time is money, right? You also want to make sure to DM and email, guys. So again, for a lot of you guys who might say, hey, Vigie, I got locked. You know, Instagram's not letting me continuing to inquire. You can still email people, okay? You can still email people. I literally message a minimum of 15 to 20 influencers a day. Remember that a lot of them get a lot of weird messages on Instagram too. So they might lose your message through the hundreds of people who are already messaging them, right? So emailing them is great. And as a subject, you want to put business inquiry. Because a business-minded individual is going to look at that email. They're going to respond to it. Don't put promotional inquiry. Don't do shout-out inquiry. They don't know what that is, all right? And like I said, consistency is key. I have sometimes people always messaging me like, Vigie, can you give me one of your influencers? And I'm like, guys, like literally, if you put in the same work that I put in, you would have the same exact list of influencers. Like I have like close to 50 influencers that I can, you know, batch around and change around. But like I mentioned, I'm constantly messaging, I'm creating my Excel list. And when you diversify your market, it's just better. I'm telling you guys, like you will get, with Shaq, I ended up having like 2 to 3 car dealerships. Just doing shout outs, I had 3 car dealerships that enrolled underneath me. Like just doing shout outs, I have been able to enroll huge people, huge influential people, not even knowing that these are people who are following people on Instagram. So don't, remember, be open-minded to this information, guys. I know it's new. Now, conversations when inquiring with people, as you guys see, the actual inquiry script says, hey, boss lady, big congratulations on all your success with your business and IG page. My name is Vigie Quiniones. I have a credit repair business that helps people get approved for cars, business loans, and home loans. I would love to reach more people who need help. Do you offer promotional advertisement? If so, can you send me times and pricing, please? Much continued success to you. So as you guys see, she responded back. She told me that she charges $250 for 24 hours. And some of you guys may be like, whoa, that's a lot. Well, really, it's not a lot, because when you guys think about it like this, if she's charging me $250 to post on her actual Instagram page, and she has 358,000 followers, and out of, let's say, the 358,000 followers, I at least get 30 hits. And out of the 30 hits of info that I got in that day, let's say, for example, you know, 10 of them enrolled, that's a good day. That means that I made $1,000 from a $250 investment. Like I mentioned, Alfred Nixon said yesterday, he said it on the Millionaire Mindset training, it is important for you to invest into your business. If you invest into your business, you continue to grow it, you continue to invest in it, you continue to grow it, you can take your business to another level. And you don't have to, some of you guys are like, but I want to go shopping now. You can go shopping later, because that's how much money you're going to be able to have, because you were so focused on building that you weren't worried about today, but you were worried about building for the future. So think about this as if you're harvesting a whole entire garden. Okay, guys, think about it like that. And the only difference is that you're literally paying for leads that are solid. All right. Now, besides that, this person also posted that they do a story for $100. As you guys see, a story obviously is going to be way more affordable, but Instagram has been cracking down on algorithms. So with stories, it can, depending on the type of story, depending on the type of influencer, how many people they have on their following base, Instagram can control the amount of traffic that is sent to your page. They can minimize the percentage. It's not recommended anymore as much to do stories. You won't get hits as much as you would expect. So nowadays, it's again recommended, do a page post. You do get way more, obviously, views and more leads without Instagram diversifying or cutting down on that actual traffic. All right, guys. Now, besides that, you guys are going to see that I ask a lot of questions, right? Because who here works very hard for their money and doesn't want to just give up money for no reason, right? So that's me. I'm not going to give up money if I don't have to. I want to make sure that we're doing good business. So I asked her, hey, where do you have interactions? Where can you see what country you get most interactions from, right? Why? Because I want to see, are they coming from India? Are they coming from China? Where are they coming from? Or are they coming from the United States? I need real leads, because remember, we only offer credit repair services in the United States, not outside of the country. Only Virgin Islands, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii. All right. So we do also have to be very mindful with who we're also doing business with, because influencers can be outside of the country, which means in this case, this individual, her second country was Australia, right? Number one was actually the United States. I still decided to do the shout out with her, but I literally got like 15 to 20 leads from Australia, AKA Aussie. And I found out that in Australia, they have credit. They needed help with their credit, but unfortunately I can't help them. So I did lose out on the money for this actual shout out, but at least that gives you an example of things what to do and what not to do. And obviously my trial and errors can help you guys avoid those same errors, right? You also want to make sure that you're scheduling when you're going to do your actual post. Don't ever give people money without scheduling something. I always like to pay at the time that they're providing the service. So don't pay for something ahead of time. You also want to make sure that you're asking them what type of payment methods do they accept. Make sure that they are actual avenues where if something happened, they decided to scam you, you could report it. So in this case, PayPal, actual legit sources. All right, guys, Cash App is not going to help you as much. You can, but you just got to be very careful, like I mentioned. All right. Now, again, questions that you should ask. You want to ask them about the fees. You want to stay under $50, or if you're doing this full time, set a budget. Okay. In this business, you guys made an investment, right? A $299 investment to start this business, guys. But this $299 investment is giving you a 6-figure business. Imagine if you invested less than $50 a week in leads and you were getting at least 50 to 100 leads, 50 to 100 leads a week. And at that point, now you're making $1,000 to $2,000 a week in income off of a $50 investment. Think about it like that. All right. So set a budget. And then of course, what type of promo do they do? Ask them what type of promo do they do. You'd never want to post a very serious post on a comedian's page. You don't want to do that. If you're going to post a post on a comedian's page, make sure that it's funny, that it has to do with credit, so that it aligns with their page. So you always want to ask them what type of promo do they do, what type of content do they approve of, and do they do a story or a page post or both, okay? What type of payment methods do they approve of, like PayPal or Cash App? You'll be surprised. Some influencers will even tell you that they'll do it for free. I know Ashley Verdon got a few influencers that posted for her for free. What day of the week do they get the most interactions? If somebody gets a lot of interactions on a Monday, you're not going to post on a Thursday. You just spent money on a shout out for no reason, posting on the wrong day. So ask questions, because this is your money, right? So if they get the most interactions on a Monday, you're going to pay them and you're going to schedule for Monday, and you're going to schedule a time and you're going to ask them what time zone they're at, right? And then of course, what type of content works best for their social media base, like I mentioned, and scheduling that time and day. Now, of course, Rob spoke about this. Your page, your Instagram page, your image is very important. This is actually how I had my actual page set up in 2018. And as you guys can see, my page has always been set up professionally because I want people to take me serious, right? So as you guys see, I had highlight covers. And for a lot of you guys who don't know where to get highlight covers, I'm actually going to share the internet real quick and show you guys where you guys can get different highlight covers. So this is my actual Trello. So for a lot of you guys, Fiverr is really cool to use. So if you guys don't have the app called Fiverr, Fiverr is really cool for self-employed individuals and entrepreneurs who want to get help with their social media promoting and things like that. You can find people on there for $5 that will do custom made highlight covers for you. You can create your own, but if you want them professionally done, guys, anything that you guys want, highlight covers, logos, name it, you can get it done professionally, dirt cheap, through Fiverr. It's freelance services, amazing. I absolutely love it. Another cool app that you guys can definitely use as well is PixArt. So PixArt is too as well, just in case, for a lot of those promotional templates that you guys have been using. If you guys don't know how to create them, download an app called PixArt, guys. The PixArt app is amazing. It allows you to crop people and add people, but this is actually what I use for highlight covers as well, because you can create your own designs and then just add it as a cover, right? And just in case, guys, because I'm going to train on this too as well, motivational content. A lot of you guys may be asking me, Vigie, how do you get a lot of your motivational content, a lot of your boss babe motivational stuff, even just quotes from men, women, whatever the case may be? Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing. So for a lot of you guys who don't know what to put on your picture, right? Maybe you have a lifestyle picture of yourself, you don't know what to post. Download Pinterest. On Pinterest, you can look up boss babe quotes, motivational quotes. I get all of my quotes from here. You're looking for pink templates, blue templates. Maybe on your Instagram page, you want to do seasons, right? Maybe the month of St. Patrick's, you want to do everything green. So you want to do all the motivational quotes in green. For Christmas, you do them Christmas colors. I mean, I'm just giving you guys ideas. But Pinterest works amazing. I use it. I've been using it ever since day one in this business. When you're building your business, you may not have a lot of lifestyle. So it could be pictures of coffee cup, name it. I got it from Pinterest. So feel free to download that source. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, guys. So going back to the actual presentation itself, bear with me one moment. Rob did go over the calls to action. So we don't have to go over that too much. Bear with me one moment. The calls to action, guys, they're typical things that you guys already know that we should be posting on a daily basis. In this case, you want to make sure that you're promoting credit, that you're adding facts, that you're putting motivational content, not things that are not compliant. All right, guys. You want to do results, and you also want to do lifestyle, right? Now, of course, as you guys see here, these are like your call to actions. These are what's also considered compliant posts as well. So for a lot of you guys who don't know what a compliant post is, I see a lot of your pages. Yeah, I know y'all know who y'all are. Some of y'all got some compliant stuff on y'all page. Y'all know y'all gotta delete. There should be no deletions on your actual pages, and there should be no credit scores. So if you see it, just know you're going to get shut down for 2 weeks with no pay. Not because of me, but because corporate looks at everybody's stories, and corporate looks at everybody's Instagrams and everybody's Facebook pages. They know who each and every one of you guys are. So please do me a favor, guys. Don't be slick. A credit score post on your page is not worth your business getting shut down for 2 weeks and you not being able to provide the right way. So stay compliant. You see, this is compliant, okay? I didn't put this. Let me show you guys. This is not compliant, okay? Deletions, not compliant. Can you send this to people like influencers to post on their page to direct traffic to you? Of course. Just like taprooting, right? You send these pictures to those individuals who are going to post for you. And these are the actual images that you'll use for them, because they're not a part of FES. They are not an agent that was enrolled under FES, which means they do not have to be compliant. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. This is compliant. You see that? There's no credit scores, no deletions. Oh, that looks so compliant, guys. That is what everybody's Facebook page is. That is what a 6-figure compliant business Instagram page should have, right? Meaning you can post these type of things: home purchase, car purchase, approvals, things like that. Stay compliant. I know you guys are desperate. I know some of you guys want to make money, but I would rather build a business and it take me longer to get to the top, but at least I know I built it the right way. And I built a solid business, just letting you guys know. All right, guys? So again, call to action, credit results. These are not compliant, but these are the posts these are similar types of posts that you can send to actual influencers. And you can even go to get your financial lit page. For a lot of you guys who don't know about that page, it has massive, it has a lot of credit score results, 800 credit score results, deletions, bankruptcies, name it. I actually save a lot of those results, and I'm constantly saving the results that I'm sending to influencers. So I'm changing it. I'm also changing it. I'm not using the same stuff, because what if you have a client, potentials that they all watch the same influencers? Now they're all posting the same scores. Now they're all posting the same stuff. So you just want to diversify the stuff that's being posted out there as well. Because remember, as a team, as a company, we don't want to look like a scam. All right, guys? So try to change up the results, right? I swear, like literally, you guys will have the same person with the house key, and 600 people in FBS posted the same person, because we all help that one person with their credit. So let's diversify this stuff. All right, guys, let's just switch it up. Now, good captions. For a lot of you guys who don't have this, I still use Coach Legend's captions. Coach, which AKA is Mr. Hanzo. So again, his captions work. I literally still send it with the picture. And this is gonna be for a page post. So you don't make up your own captions. Don't do that. That doesn't work, okay? You need to stick to the system. If Coach Legend and all these top leaders are using this, stick to it, it works. Now, these are the 4 different ways, not including obviously a phone call, of what it would look like for you to get a lead, right? So you might post a call to action. In this case, it says, if you want to improve your credit, type yes. This is a page post. Page post. So write that down. This is what a page post looks like. When you post a picture and add a caption and tell people to do something. In this case, they got to type yes. And when they type yes, I respond, text credit repair with my number. Why do I text them to text me? Because a lot of them, you'll message them, hello, thanks for inquiring about the opportunity or whatever the case may be. And guess what? They don't respond. So now you never got their number either because they messaged you on Instagram or Facebook. But if you send them your number, they're going to text you directly, which means that now you have their direct contact information. You also want to add them to your book of no's, okay? If they inquired about the information, they should be a part of your book of no's. I don't care if they didn't respond because I guarantee you in 6 months from now, they still need help with their credit. I promise you, okay? Now, the story poll, guys, like Rob mentioned, guys, you guys can add a lot of different content to your story. And you know, one of the biggest things that I've been doing a lot lately, and it's been working great, is images of brand new homes inside. What the bedrooms look like, the kitchens look like, the pool, the living rooms. I ask people if they like this living room. What do they think about this kitchen? Would they prefer high ceiling car garages, 3-level houses? I ask questions like that. And then I put a boom. If you want to improve your credit, type yes. Because I know your credit's jacked up. You can't get a mansion right now. So I'm going to help you. So that's why I do that. Like, I literally do a lot of different things like that. Like, it literally helps. And I just start putting results, more call to action. I mean, you got to like find ways to get to people. What do people want? What do people want? People want a house and people want a car. People want nice things. So like he said, you got to post nice things that will attract people. And guess what? Especially if they need their credit to get that nice thing, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna post jet skis. Yep, I'm gonna post ATVs, or I'm gonna post whatever the case may be. Oh, how's your credit score? Oh, I can help you. I'm the credit plug. You gotta hit me up. We can help you. So that's simple. All right, guys. So the stories, I'll show you a video, but in this case, as you guys see, the shout out that I did was with the guy who details cars. So a lot of his traffic has to do with cars. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna post things on my social media story with cars. In this case, who wants a new car but needs help with their credit? I did a poll. Poll helps you to have people interact. If somebody doesn't want to like your page on Instagram, at least they have to select yes or no on a poll. People will literally do that. They'll be snooping through a story, hit yes, and keep going. But they won't like your page. They won't like your picture. I promise you, it happens. Then, of course, DM. That's another route that you'll also get leads from, guys. So again, this is very important for you to get leads. Try to separate your folders. A lot of you guys will notice that you guys have 2 different folders. You'll have like a regular folder and a general folder on your Instagram. I don't know if a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about on Instagram. So you can literally separate your leads if you guys want to, like all your shout out leads, put them on one side. Then you got your text messages as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little quick video to kind of show you guys how to actually create a poll for those of you guys who are not Instagram savvy. As you guys see, with doing this poll, remember, anytime that you're doing a story, you can add results, credit facts, motivation, client polls, lifestyle results, lifestyle and agent opportunity polls. This is just a quick video and it's pretty fast. So I just clicked on a random picture. Now I'm just going to click on the poll for yes or no. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a question. And I'll probably add a sticker as well for congratulations to kind of make it look a little more creative. And then I add it in the bottom, stretch it out, and boom, you got a story. And literally I do this every day. And you will be surprised how many people I get that say yes. They will never ask me for information about fixing their credit, but they'll comment yes. So that's another way of you being able to get more leads. Scripts, please get with your upline for scripts. These are kind of old, so I don't use them anymore. I don't use the congratulations script myself personally because I have all my customers watch my new client orientations, but that's just my way. I know every leader has their system, so contact your upline. Besides that, guys, create an album for shout outs. Make sure that you guys take screenshots of these influencers you guys are doing business with. Keep them there, organize it. I'm telling you guys, when it comes to your credit content, keep all of your credit repair results in one folder, all of your motivational content in one folder. Like, create albums for these things. Make sure you guys have a notebook. You want to write down all your stuff for your book of no's, meaning I had an agent, I remember one time, she was like, oh, well, what if they never commented? Do I write them back? Do I write them down in my book of no's? I'm like, yeah, because maybe they forgot. Friend request them. They're going to approve you. And now they're a part of your social media base. And then because you're friends, it'll automatically approve the message and they can see it. You never know. You always want to add that person because maybe something happened. Maybe they saw that post again and then they responded. So just make sure you guys are always adding any person who likes your content. Reach out to them. Hey, thanks for liking and supporting my post. Add them to your book of no's. If they comment, inquiry, info, yes, they text you, add them to your book of no's. Because then when it's the last day of the volume and you need people to hit up and do a promo, you can hit up every single person that you've touched and you're not running around trying to figure out who to contact. All right, guys? Now, besides that, just to go over the quick lead gen sample, guys, take a picture of this, obviously, as well. Bear with me one moment. I'm going to share this. I'm not going to make it too long. So this is for my, this is also on my Trello, but I'm going to show you guys. The lead gen is very, very important. So this is the lead generation, guys. I absolutely love this. I live by this. For a lot of you guys who are lost like puppies, you wake up on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, you don't know what to do. This is going to give you a great outline. Again, huge shout out to Rob because he showed you guys what your social media page should look like, right? He went over a lot of the basics, which whether or not you like, it's going to be the same information for any industry because Instagram is Instagram. So I just need you guys to understand that. All right, guys, this is key. People pay for this information, like hundreds of dollars. And especially for us to go through the trial and error that we did, we're doing this for free. We're giving this knowledge to you guys for free. I have spent thousands of dollars on shout outs. It took me more than 2 years, almost 2.5 years to perfect shout outs. And I lost thousands of dollars through this process, but at least now I can guide people through my trial and error. And that's why as leaders, Rob, Reza, Xavier, Arnold, David, Myra, Bruno, a lot of these leaders, we do what we do, but it's because we want to pave the way so you don't have to work as hard. All right, guys? So you have to make sure you guys are posting compliant results, right? Take your business seriously. Like if the Federal Trade Commission wants to come and knock on your door, take it that serious. All right, guys? Like this is a 6-figure $299 investment that you literally made. All right? So stay compliant. I promise you that you will still be able to make good money being compliant. I promise. Credit tips, very important. Constantly educating people because people love free stuff. So if you're nervous, you know what I did when I was nervous? I printed out, I went to the client portal, went to the oh my God, Credit Builder Resources, went through the Documents tab, printed out an educational document that was going over the 6 worst things that could be on your credit. I literally printed it out. I put my cell phone up, put my laptop, and literally read. Guys, I just want to share 6 worst things that can appear on your credit. This was in my client portal. Literally, that's all I said. For more information, reach out to me. So it's easy stuff. If you're looking for credit tips, you don't know where to find it, Pinterest, but definitely your client portal. A lot of you guys are confused. You don't know how to close your client calls. It's because you don't know your services. If you knew your services, you will be closing your clients. Literally eat your portal. And I promise you that you will be able to have more than enough compliant results and more than enough credit tips. All right, guys, you want to post your lifestyle, don't know where to get it, use Pinterest. All right, guys, take a picture of a coffee cup. I don't care. I don't care if it's from Dunkin' Donuts. I don't care if it's from Circle K. Some people can't even afford a Circle K coffee. All right, guys, take a picture with it. It's lifestyle on a Tuesday. Like, you can take a picture on a Saturday at the beach and post it on a Wednesday at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day and say you're sipping on mimosas in the middle of the day. Like, nobody, it's your life. It's your business. It's your lifestyle. All right, guys. But one thing too, stay authentic. Stay authentic. Be yourself. Let people do business with people who they like doing business with. That's one thing that I just want to tell you guys. Don't be who you're not. Send 15 messages to influencers on Instagram, contact 15 professionals on LinkedIn, post on 10 to 15 Facebook groups, friend request 10 to 15 Facebook groups, which Facebook groups for a lot of you guys, Facebook groups have 17, 18, 30, 40,000 followers on just one Facebook group. Expose yourself. You know why a lot of the leaders who are making money are making money? Because we're doing what you're not doing. They always say, if you want to be like the 10%, right? 90% of people are not willing to do what the 10% will. So if you want to make it to the top, all 137 people that are on here could all be on stage and we could all be vice presidents if we all did what the 10%ers didn't do, right? So if you guys all did what Reza does, if y'all all did what Xavier does, what Arnold does, I promise you guys, we will all be on stage really good. So stick to the system, guys. We're literally giving you guys the tools. Friend requesting people on your Facebook pages. Y'all like, oh, I don't got enough friends. You're not friend requesting. You have 100 friends and you expect to strive for 5. You can't stop. You might be able to, but you're not gonna make 6 figures off of 100 friends. You're not gonna make 6 figures off of 100 friends. So let's make sure that we're running through the numbers because everything is ratios. I'm just being transparent. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna tell y'all what y'all don't want to hear. But you know what? I'd rather put in hard work, sweat into my own business before I put it in for anybody else's business. So that's why I'm giving y'all the nuggets. So y'all can put in hard work, sweat into your own businesses, not for nobody else's businesses, right? So start friend requesting professionals on Facebook. Start exposing your business. Start messaging 30 to 40 random people on your messenger when they're active. It tells you who's active. Speak to people. Some of y'all got like y'all nervous, like y'all can't hit the send. Like y'all, I remember, I think it was Reza. Reza had this one agent that they just weren't sending, like they were scared to hit the send button. And I was like, what is going on with these agents? They're not gonna bite you. The person's not gonna bite you through the phone. What's the worst they're gonna say? No. But if they say yes, now you got like mad leads, more leads, right? Do not be nervous. Don't be a secret agent. And I promise you, that person that you're nervous about hitting up is probably your next agent, your next client. So start messaging people. Start messaging people, guys. I'm sorry, guys, getting teary-eyed. And then, of course, guys, schedule shout-outs 3 to 4 times a week. Starting off, do it once a week if you guys have to, however you guys would like. schedule a webinar, invite to a webinar. And guys, inviting is important. They spoke about that yesterday. Please start inviting. Okay, casual things like he said. Was it? I think if I could, would you? Or if I would you? So there's so many different transitional words. I mean, that training was amazing. So watch it again if y'all don't know how to invite. And then of course, guys, follow up with your declines. Retention is important. Retention is very important. Residuals are important. Make your money work for you. This is not an enrollment game. Some of y'all just going in here thinking this is just about who can enroll the most people. This is people's credit. This is people's lives, people's money. People literally don't have that much to live off of. And they need this to get that house. They need this to move around. Like, I know what that felt like because I went through several repossessions when I had the repos and I couldn't get a car. Like, I know what that feels like. So guys, please, the key to success, I've been reading this book about, I think it was Jeff Bezos, who was the creator of Instagram, I think it was. And he said one of his keys to success was putting his customers first. One of his keys to success was putting his customers first, and that made sense because if you have satisfied customers, more customers will come, and by default, you will have a great, firm, solid business. All right, guys? So besides that, stay plugged in, stay committed. See you guys at the top. Hope you guys learned a lot of information.
Oh my gosh, Vigie, thank you for that. I'm like, okay, we just had a super Tuesday night right now. What did I just witness? This was such an amazing training session, a great deal of valuable content that it is so true. Like you said, both you and Rob have invested in this, not only blood, sweat, and tears and effort and all the no's you've gone through, but you've literally taken money out of your pocket to reinvest in your business. And so much of what you said is for people to really understand the power of what just acting out on some of it could be, right? So anyone that might be hearing like, oh, all of these things, and what do I do next? Just start, even with one thing, right? So if you have a dream and you're scared to tell anybody else about that dream, what makes you think that you deserve to make it happen? So anyway, on that note, it has been a little more extended than we normally do these Tuesday nights. What's up?
Myra, let me hop in for a second. Guys, I know it's been a long night, but there's a training inside of a training that Vigie went over. I don't want people to miss this. She was talking about when we're doing leads, and I wanted to get this point across. Remember, we are in network marketing, and what I mean by that is we only can operate here in the United States, but we have friends that are in our industry that can operate in other places. And she was talking about leads that she got from people in Australia. There's nothing wrong with making friends with people in our industry and passing those leads that we can't use on the other people. I'm telling you, other network marketers can be a blessing to your business. You pass them business, sort of what Alfred was saying yesterday, they will post for you and pass you business as well. So just take that as a little gem. All right, guys. All right. We can only operate here, but I get people from South Africa, from Australia, from Spain, from England, and I make a post and they say, hey, I want to join your business. I say, oh, we only operate, but let me go ahead and refer you to Melanie Levitt. So let me go ahead and refer you to another person. They can go ahead and maybe get you in, and you'd be surprised how much business other network marketers will send you. So I just want to go ahead and throw that in there. Vigie mentioned that, and that's like a training inside the training.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you as well for that, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, always bringing it, having taken this industry as well on a very professional level. And again, even like what Rob said in the comments too, this is network marketing, not net wish marketing. So on that note, ladies,